Welcome back to GameWire Today. Today, we're talking about the top PC games of 2024 that are in the running for Game of the Year. From jaw-dropping visuals to epic storytelling, these are the titles that have truly captured our imaginations. Whether you're into epic action, deep RPGs, or heart-stopping horror, there's something for everyone on this list. So let's dive right into the games that are making waves this year. Starting our list is Animal Well, a standout indie game from solo developer Billy Basso and published by Big Mode Games, the studio founded by popular YouTuber Donkey. This atmospheric puzzle platformer takes you on a journey into a mysterious and haunting world where secrets lurk in every corner. With its captivating pixel art style, Animal Well may seem simple at first glance, but it's a deeply immersive experience that offers plenty of challenges and discoveries. The game is praised for its unique mechanics, where every level is a puzzle to solve, and its innovative use of sound design plays a key role in guiding you through the world. It's not just about what you see, but what you hear, as the environment itself can often provide hints and clues to move forward. The sense of mystery is what really hooks players, and as you venture deeper into this eerie world, the game continuously surprises you with its creativity. What sets Animal Well apart from many indie games is its commitment to keeping players engaged without a traditional narrative. Instead, the focus is on exploration, discovery, and using your wits to overcome the challenges presented to you. It's a game that rewards patience and curiosity, and that's what has made it a standout this year. With its compelling design and the buzz surrounding its unique approach, Animal Well is proving to be one of the most talked about indie games of 2024, and it definitely deserves a spot on our list of Game of the Year contenders. At number 11, we've got Balatro, a game developed by Jaren Kong that has quickly gained attention in the indie scene. This title blends roguelike mechanics with strategic card-based gameplay, creating an experience that feels fresh and engaging for both card game lovers and roguelike fans. Each playthrough is different, offering a wide variety of cards, abilities, and synergies that can completely change how you approach a run. The game is known for its accessibility, allowing new players to dive right in while still offering enough depth for hardcore fans of the genre. The art style is charming, with a clean and colorful aesthetic that keeps the atmosphere lighthearted, even as you face the challenge of conquering randomly generated dungeons. It's a perfect balance of strategy, skill, and chance, and every win feels rewarding as you carefully build your deck to tackle the increasingly difficult enemies. Balatro stands out by offering players plenty of ways to approach each encounter. Whether you focus on defense, offense, or a well-balanced mix, the possibilities are endless. This level of freedom, combined with its tight mechanics, has earned it a loyal following in a short amount of time. If you're looking for a game that combines the thrill of roguelikes with the strategic thinking of card games, Balatro is one you should definitely check out. Coming in at number 10 is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, developed by Saber Interactive. If you're a fan of the Warhammer 40k universe, this is a game you won't want to miss. The game picks up where its predecessor left off, with players once again taking on the role of Captain Titus, a space marine who's out to battle the forces of chaos and orcs. What makes Space Marine 2 stand out is its brutal and fast-paced combat. Whether you're taking down enemies in close quarters with your chainsword, or unloading devastating firepower with a variety of heavy weapons, the game delivers satisfying, visceral action. The visuals are stunning, bringing the grim, dark universe of Warhammer to life in incredible detail, with each battle feeling monumental and intense. The game also introduces a deeper, more tactical gameplay layer, with players able to utilize their Space Marine squad to tackle enemies in strategic ways. Whether you're fighting alone or teaming up in co-op, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is all about making you feel like a true force of nature on the battlefield. The campaign is action-packed and full of moments that'll make you feel like you're living in a Warhammer epic. It's a game for fans of the franchise and newcomers alike, offering an adrenaline-fueled experience that's perfect for anyone who loves a good shooter with RPG elements. With such a high level of polish and engaging gameplay, it's no surprise that Space Marine 2 is already being considered one of the Game of the Year contenders for 2024. At number 9, we have Silent Hill 2, the highly anticipated remake developed by Bloober Team. This legendary survival horror title originally launched in 2001, and now it's back with updated visuals, voice acting, and mechanics to bring a new generation of players into the nightmarish world of Silent Hill. If you haven't experienced this classic yet, now's the perfect time to dive in. The atmosphere in Silent Hill 2 has always been one of its strongest features, and with the remake's upgraded graphics using the power of modern hardware, the haunting fog, eerie visuals, and unsettling ambiance are more immersive than ever. The game follows James Sunderland as he searches for his wife, Mary, in the mysterious town of Silent Hill, which is filled with grotesque monsters and cryptic puzzles. It's a psychological horror masterpiece, where the tension is built not just by what you see, but by the terrifying sounds, music, and your own mind. Bloober Team's remake stays true to the original storyline, but they've added their own polish with updated controls, enhanced visuals, and some new voice performances to better bring the unsettling narrative to life. The deeper exploration of the psychological elements, which made the original so impactful, is still at the forefront, making it more than just a jump scare fest. It's a story about guilt, grief, and the complexities of the human psyche. With its modern enhancements and true respect for the original material, Silent Hill 2 has captivated both longtime fans and newcomers alike, making it one of the standout horror games of 2024 and a strong contender for Game of the Year. Coming in at number 8 is Tekken 8, the latest entry in the legendary fighting game series developed by Bandai Namco. The Tekken franchise has been a staple in the fighting game community for decades, and Tekken 8 builds on the legacy with incredible improvements in both gameplay and visuals. Fans of the series have been eagerly anticipating this new installment, and it certainly does not disappoint. The game introduces new mechanics like the heat system, which allows players to activate a temporary power boost that makes their attacks faster, stronger, and more devastating. This system adds a new layer of strategy, as players need to decide when to use it for maximum effect. Of course, the core of Tekken remains its deep, rewarding combat, which continues to be accessible for newcomers while offering enough depth for competitive players to master. Visually, Tekken 8 looks absolutely stunning, taking full advantage of next-gen hardware to bring the characters, arenas, and fight animations to life in breathtaking detail. The character roster is as diverse as ever, with both returning favorites like Kazuya, Jin, and Heihachi, and new fighters that offer fresh moves and techniques to learn. The levels are also more dynamic, with interactive environments and gorgeous backdrops that make each fight feel epic. Whether you're a casual fan or a hardcore competitive player, Tekken 8 delivers a top-tier fighting game experience. It's fast, flashy, and fun, but it also has enough depth to keep players coming back for more. With its engaging new mechanics, stunning visuals, and the return of beloved characters, it's no wonder Tekken 8 is one of the most anticipated fighting games of 2024 and a contender for Game of the Year. Next up at number 7 is Metaphor ReFantazio, an upcoming JRPG developed by the legendary team at Atlus. If you're a fan of their previous works, such as the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona series, then Metaphor ReFantazio is one you won't want to miss. The game is set in a vibrant and surreal world where reality and imagination collide, blending elements of traditional fantasy with deep psychological themes. What makes Metaphor ReFantazio stand out is its unique art style and the rich, narrative-driven gameplay that Atlus is known for. The game features a turn-based combat system, but with a twist. Players can customize their party's abilities and personas in a way that makes every combat encounter feel fresh. The character design is absolutely beautiful, with colorful anime-inspired visuals and elaborate character models that give the game a distinct, dreamlike quality. The story follows a group of characters who find themselves caught in a world where reality is constantly shifting. As they navigate this strange and often dangerous world, they must confront their own inner demons and the psychological struggles that come with self-discovery. It's a tale that is sure to captivate anyone who enjoys narrative-driven games with complex themes. With Atlus's track record of delivering unforgettable RPGs and its unique spin on the genre, Metaphor ReFantazio is shaping up to be one of 2024's most exciting releases. Its innovative world-building, engaging combat mechanics, and deeply personal story make it a strong contender for Game of the Year. At number 6, we have Dragon Age The Veilguard, the much-anticipated RPG from BioWare. Fans have been eagerly waiting for the next chapter in the Dragon Age series, and The Veilguard doesn't disappoint. Set in the dark fantasy world of Thedas, this game continues the epic saga of the battle between mages, Templars, and dark forces lurking in the shadows. What makes Dragon Age The Veilguard so exciting is its return to the franchise's roots. Deep, branching narratives and real-time tactical combat. The game lets players take control of a custom character who becomes the titular Veilguard, a protector against the rifts that threaten the fabric of reality itself. The choices you make in the game will significantly shape the world around you, offering a truly personalized experience where no two playthroughs will be the same. BioWare's trademark character development is at the forefront of this game, with a cast of intriguing companions, each with their own backstories and motivations. The complex relationships you form with these characters can have far-reaching consequences, adding emotional depth to the epic political and magical struggles that define the Dragon Age universe. Combat in the Veilguard has been revamped, combining the tactical, pause-and-play elements fans loved from previous entries with a more dynamic, action-oriented system. You can still pause to issue commands, but combat flows more fluidly and requires real-time decision-making. The result is a combat system that's both strategic and thrilling. Overall, Dragon Age The Veilguard is shaping up to be a massive RPG experience with rich storytelling, strategic combat, and a world that is as vast and complex as ever. With BioWare's dedication to delivering an immersive, player-driven narrative, this game is a strong contender for Game of the Year in 2024. At number 5, we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the long-awaited follow-up to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Developed by Square Enix, Rebirth picks up the story right where Remake left off, continuing the journey of Cloud Strife, Tifa, Aerith, and the rest of the iconic cast as they battle against the forces of Shinra and the enigmatic Sephiroth. What makes Final Fantasy VII Rebirth so exciting is its combination of stunning visuals, epic storytelling, and revamped combat system. The world of Final Fantasy VII has been reimagined with breathtaking detail, offering players a more expansive and dynamic environment to explore. From the bustling streets of Midgar to the sweeping landscapes of the world map, Rebirth pushes the limits of what we expect from a modern RPG. The combat system has been further refined since the first game, offering real-time action with strategic elements that allow you to switch between characters seamlessly. The ATB system returns, giving players the ability to execute powerful abilities and summon iconic creatures from the Final Fantasy universe at just the right moment. The integration of both fast-paced action and tactical depth makes each battle an exhilarating experience. The story continues to delve into Cloud's complicated past, the relationship with his friends, and the looming threat of Sephiroth. Fans of the original Final Fantasy VIIs will find themselves immersed in a familiar yet fresh take on the world, with new twists and narrative depth. The choices made in Remake are setting the stage for an entirely new storyline that promises to take fans on an unforgettable ride. With its high expectations and incredible fan following, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is undoubtedly one of the standout RPGs of 2024 and a serious contender for Game of the Year. At number 4, we have Helldivers 2, developed by Arrowhead Game Studios. This highly anticipated sequel to the original Helldivers brings even more over-the-top cooperative action, with a focus on teamwork, strategy, and non-stop combat against waves of alien enemies. Helldivers 2 takes the chaotic, top-down shooter formula of its predecessor and makes it bigger, better, and more intense. The game features a much-anticipated shift to a third-person perspective, which adds a new dimension to the combat and enhances the experience for players looking for a more immersive and dynamic battle. Players once again take on the role of Helldivers, Elite soldiers sent on dangerous missions across the galaxy to fight against various alien species and defend humanity from extinction. What makes Helldivers 2 stand out is its deep cooperative gameplay. The game is designed to be played with friends, and while solo play is possible, the real fun comes from coordinating with your team to tackle the difficult missions. There's a strong emphasis on communication and teamwork, as players must work together to achieve their objectives and survive the onslaught of enemies. The friendly fire mechanic also adds an extra layer of challenge. Every shot counts, and you'll need to be careful not to take out your own team in the heat of battle. The environments in Helldivers 2 are diverse and destructible, ranging from jungle planets to barren wastelands, and each mission presents its own set of challenges. The game also features a robust upgrade system, where players can customize their gear, weapons, and abilities to tailor their loadout to suit their playstyle. Helldivers 2 is all about creating those memorable moments of tension and triumph, and the way it encourages players to rely on each other to overcome the odds has made it one of the standout cooperative games of 2024. If you're a fan of intense action, tactical gameplay, and teaming up with friends to defeat alien forces, Helldivers 2 is definitely one to check out. At number 3, we have Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the critically acclaimed Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Developed by Ninja Theory, this action-adventure game takes players back into the mind of Senua, a warrior on a personal journey to confront her own inner demons, both literally and figuratively. What makes Hellblade 2 stand out is its breathtaking visuals and incredible attention to detail. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game delivers some of the most realistic and immersive environments we've ever seen in a video game. From the lush, untamed landscapes to the dark, nightmarish realms that Senua traverses, every setting in Hellblade 2 is designed to evoke emotion and tell a story. The facial animations, especially during the intense character moments, are so lifelike that you can feel every ounce of Senua's pain, fear, and determination. The game continues to explore themes of mental illness, trauma, and self-discovery. Senua's journey is not just one of physical combat, but an internal battle against her own mind, as she struggles with psychosis. The psychological aspect is further enhanced by the immersive audio design, which plays a crucial role in the experience. The sound design, especially the binaural audio, makes players feel like they're inside Senua's head, hearing her thoughts and hallucinations as she experiences them. Combat in Hellblade 2 is fast-paced and brutal. It mixes fluid melee combat with strategic use of Senua's abilities, allowing for dynamic battles against mythical creatures and terrifying enemies. The game also focuses on puzzle solving and exploration, with each challenge designed to feel like a deeply personal trial for Senua. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 pushes boundaries not only in terms of visual fidelity, but also in storytelling. It's a masterful blend of intense action, deep emotional exploration, and thought-provoking themes. For those who are ready to dive into a gripping narrative and experience a game that's as much about the mind as it is about battle, Hellblade 2 is one of the standout games of 2024 and is definitely a contender for Game of the Year. At number 2, we have Dragon's Dogma 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the cult classic Dragon's Dogma, developed by Capcom. This action RPG brings back everything fans loved about the original, while significantly expanding the world and mechanics for an even more thrilling adventure. What makes Dragon's Dogma 2 stand out is its unique combat system, which blends fast-paced action with deep strategy. The game offers a truly dynamic combat experience, where players can seamlessly switch between different classes, wielding an array of weapons, spells, and abilities in real time. One of the standout features of the Dragon's Dogma series is the ability to climb on top of enemies, including massive dragons and towering monsters, giving combat a visceral, cinematic quality that you don't often see in RPGs. The world of Dragon's Dogma 2 is vast and filled with diverse environments, from lush forests and towering mountains to desolate ruins and deep dungeons. The game's open world is more expansive than ever, offering plenty of freedom to explore, complete quests, and engage in intense monster battles. The day-night cycle and weather conditions also add an extra layer of immersion, with powerful enemies and events that only appear under specific conditions. Character customization is another huge draw of Dragon's Dogma 2. Players can choose from a variety of classes, each with their own playstyle, and create a party of AI companions known as pawns. The pawn system has been expanded, with more options for customization and interaction, allowing players to recruit other players' pawns in the game's online ecosystem, which adds a social and collaborative element to the experience. The story in Dragon's Dogma 2 continues to explore the themes of fate, sacrifice, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Players take on the role of the Arisen, a hero chosen by fate to face off against powerful enemies and confront a mysterious force threatening the land. The narrative is rich and filled with twists, and your decisions throughout the game will have a significant impact on the world and its inhabitants. With its deep combat, expansive world, and engaging narrative, Dragon's Dogma 2 is shaping up to be one of the best RPGs of 2024. Fans of action-oriented RPGs and those who love complex systems and intense dynamic gameplay should definitely keep this one on their radar. At number 1, we have Black Myth: Wukong, a game that has not only dominated conversations this year, but has also earned our pick for Game of the Year here at GameWire today. Developed by the ambitious Chinese studio Game Science, Black Myth: Wukong has captivated gamers with its breathtaking visuals, innovative gameplay, and deep narrative rooted in Chinese mythology. What makes Black Myth: Wukong so special is its blend of action, exploration, and a mythical world inspired by Journey to the West. The game follows the story of Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King, as he embarks on an epic journey to confront powerful gods, demons, and otherworldly creatures. The narrative is rich with lore and offers an engaging experience for players who appreciate both classic mythology and new, exciting interpretations of it. Combat in Black Myth: Wukong is nothing short of spectacular. The game features a dynamic and fluid combat system that combines martial arts with magical abilities. Players can harness the power of Wukong's shape-shifting abilities, allowing him to transform into various animals or creatures, each with their own set of abilities that are strategically useful in battle. Whether you're using Wukong's staff in melee combat or casting powerful spells, the battles feel visceral, fast-paced, and incredibly satisfying. The sheer scale of some of the enemies you'll face, including massive gods and mythical beasts, makes the combat feel like a true test of skill and strategy. Visually, Black Myth: Wukong is a masterpiece. Built on Unreal Engine 5, the game boasts jaw-dropping environments that are both rich in detail and immersive. From lush forests to dark, foreboding ruins, each area is crafted with stunning artistry. The character models are incredibly detailed, and Wukong's fluid animations, from his acrobatics to his powerful attacks, are a sight to behold. The graphics alone are enough to make you pause and appreciate the level of craftsmanship involved. But it's not just the gameplay and visuals that set Black Myth: Wukong apart. It's the emotional depth and the themes it explores. The story delves into themes of identity, power, and the burden of destiny, with Wukong questioning his place in the world and the role he must play in the unfolding mythos. The narrative isn't just a backdrop for the action. It's a core part of what makes this game stand out. If we here at GameWire today had to choose, Black Myth: Wukong would undoubtedly be the Game of the Year. It combines everything we love in a game: exceptional gameplay, a gripping story, stunning visuals, and a fresh take on a beloved myth. It's a game that not only pushes the boundaries of action RPGs, but also delivers a memorable, emotional experience that will stay with players long after they've finished it. And that wraps up our 2024 Game of the Year rankings here at GameWire today. Whether you're a fan of epic RPGs, heart-pounding action, or deep story-driven adventures, this year has delivered some unforgettable gaming experiences. From Black Myth: Wukong claiming the top spot to the incredibly diverse lineup of incredible titles like Dragon's Dogma 2 and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, it's clear that 2024 has been a monumental year for gaming. We can't wait to see what next year holds. But now, we want to hear from you. What do you think of our picks? Which game do you think should have been number 1? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more gaming content just like this. Thanks for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more news, rankings, and reviews here on GameWire today. Until next time, happy gaming!